Hey everybody, Jim here, Summer Magic. We're getting right into it today. It's been a couple weeks since our last episode. Last episode was something, for sure.
God, stuff happened?
Yeah, we're not wearing sunglasses today.
I am wearing like some amount of floral though. So
Yeah, we couldn't see anything when we were wearing sunglasses. So
yeah, that was
we decided to discontinue that practice.
It was a calculated decision, but boy, are we bad at math.
We're doing something today that we promised we were going to do in Season 3, but we never actually got around to it. What we're doing today is we each picked a list that was submitted to us during the Season 3 Budget Brews contest. Reddit.com/r/Budget Brews held a contest for us. They ran $75 CEDH, and these were 4 of the decks. These were not the winners. This is not another contest or anything like that, but we got something like 50 or 55 submissions.
It was crazy. A lot, yeah.
It was so many. So we figured just to give a little bit of an extra spotlight to some of these awesome deck builders that we would pick 4 more decks and play them. So these are they were $75 decks as of a couple months ago when that contest actually ran. I'm not really sure what they're at today. I imagine they're not hugely expensive.
No.
Yeah, probably not
still
too-
under
too
$100
different.
bucks.
Yeah, still under $100 probably. But they're a great starting place for
sure.
budget. So I'm playing Marin. It's pretty much just Marin Value Town. I know there's a Protean Hulk package in here.
Yeah. That's bad for us.
Who knows, right? It might happen.
I'm playing Yuriko, the Tiger's Shadow. I play this in casual a lot, and basically the same strategy. I'm gonna slam unblockable 1-drops and a Ninja Girl, and you guys are gonna die to me flipping big mana, hopefully.
Temporal Trespass.
I'm playing a General Tazri food chain deck, which I thought was super cool when it got submitted, because I was like, how
It's
can you
ambitious.
food chain?
The guy that submitted
is
it actually was the very first entry to the Season 3 contest, and it was like seconds after the contest post went out.
he was like ready.
So this is a big shout out to him, I guess.
But I can't even believe, first of all, that you fit food chain into a
there's
$75
food
deck.
chain in here.
Second of all, it's a 5-color deck.
Yeah, it's
I don't know
2/3
how
of
you
your
do that on a
budget is
budget
food chain
either,
right
but
here.
yeah.
So we'll see how well I can do with it.
And I'm going to be playing Brago King Eternal. It's like light stacks, mostly combo. I really like Brago and the fact that it like abuses ETB abilities. So let's see if we can get there and maybe draw some cards and stack some people out.
Cool. Well, let's get started. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to play a forest for my turn. And I think I'm just going to pass the turn.
Very good. I'm going to draw a card.
Powerful plays.
I'm going to play an island, and I'm going to do exactly what I said I came here to do. I'm going to play a Slither Blade.
It's unblockable and
That
everything.
is a 1/2 unblockable.
Unblockable.
Pass the turn.
Alright, well, I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to play an island, and I am going to pass the turn.
Yeah. I'm going to also play an island and pass the turn.
Ooh, I feel advantageous.
I'll draw a card.
Who fit in Carpet Flowers?
I'm going to play a swamp. I'm going to tap the swamp to cast a Dark Ritual.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that's a Marin.
Yeah.
And if that resolves, I'm going to cast Marin
That's just a 3/4.
of Clan Neltoth.
I have no effects to your Marin of Clan Neltoth.
And I will pass the turn.
That's rough.
I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw for my turn. And I'm going to continue to do the thing that I said I came here to do. I'm going to play a swamp.
And play a second Slither Blade.
I'm going to attack James, actually, because my dude has unblockable.
Yep, I got no blocks.
I'm going to sneaky, hi-yah, ninja in my Yuriko.
I'm gonna
So
take 1 damage.
you're going to take 1. Yuriko is going to trigger here, and I'm going to reveal the top card of my library. Yes! Another swamp, so nobody's going to take anything.
I will lose 0 life.
Do the Yuriko thing.
And now, I have to discard a card, because that's how magic works. I'm going to discard this Looter Ilkor. Yeah, I think that one's a little weak. A little on the weak end.
On the weekend? On the weekend! I'm going to draw a card.
This is a Thursday.
I need you to calm down. I guess I'm going to play a Holdout Settlement.
You're going to what?
I'm going to play
He's
a
gonna hold out.
Holdout Settlement.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm going to cast Manipulate Fate.
Oh, that's a good one.
Search my library for 3 cards, remove them from the game, then shuffle my library and draw a card.
So
Yeah,
it's gonna be
effects.
Food chain.
No.
Food chain,
Yeah, that resolves.
Yeah, do
No
it.
effects.
Food chain, alright. Alright, so off my Manipulate Fate, I'm going to exile a Misthollow Griffin, a Squee the Immortal, and an Eternal Scourge.
That food chain is not in that pile, but
No,
damn,
I tried my
I feel like it
best.
should be.
Yeah, we tried to
what
get
a
this.
what a
Not bad.
And
noob.
I'm going to draw a card.
Wow,
That,
cantrips.
that does read
Perfect.
draw a card.
I'm going to pass turn.
Alright, I will draw. I'm going to do a couple things this turn because I want to. I'm going to play Plains, I'm going to tap them, and I'm going to cast a Cloud of Fairies when it comes into play.
Sure.
I'm going to untap 2 lands, and then I'm also going to cast a Mist Meadow Witch.
Oh goodness,
And,
That seems real good.
that seems like a combo potentially.
and I will pass the turn.
Okay.
Seems like something's happening almost everywhere.
I'm going to play a Forest as my land for turn.
I like how none of us have missed our land drops.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
It's like we know how to play Magic.
We know for a fact Elliot's not missing his next one either because he revealed the swamp.
Yeah.
I'm going to move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attack
Jan.
Elliot.
Ah,
Taxies, backsies.
Yeah, I have no
as we call
facts.
it in the business.
37.
I'll go to
In the taxi
37.
business?
3
Taxi- yeah,
Marin
taxis
damage.
business.
Okay.
That could be relevant.
It could be.
It will be.
And then
Could
I'm
be.
going to pass the turn.
I'm gonna untap.
Uh-oh. Is that Beast Within?
That's something. Something 3 mana.
he's repping.
Putrefy, like
Assassin's
Golgari
Trophy.
Charm.
What are the
Abrupt
relevant
Decay.
cards here?
Abrupt
Abrupt
Decay, probably not in that budget.
Mortify.
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 Mortify is white,
Yeah.
isn't it?
No.
It is.
Yes,
Is
it's
it?
one
It is.
white
One
black.
white black.
Uh,
I'm gonna move to combat.
It's on screen here.
at
Maelstrom
the end of
Pulse.
your main phase.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna Putrefy.
It was
Purify.
Putrefy.
It was
The shotgun method works.
She will die a horrible, painful death.
Okay.
Start naming spells.
I will
Terror.
move to my second main
Doom
phase,
Blade.
I suppose.
Neither of those work.
I'm gonna play this swamp,
We knew that one was there.
and I'm going to play.
Was it that one specifically?
I think
Anybody
so.
paying attention to the art?
No.
Can we just rewind?
I want to check the tape.
Check the tape.
I'm gonna
Tell us in the
replay
comments.
Mr. Slitherblade.
Oh no.
He's back again. Pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap. I draw a card. Well, I'm gonna play this island.
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to do? I wanna
Nothing,
play
pass the turn.
Eternal Scourge.
It allows you to tap your holdout settlement for one.
It does. But I think I will play an Alloy Mirror.
Wow, that's really good actually.
Yeah, I can tap this with my
Yeah.
holdout settlement. Pass the turn. For a mana of any color, probably.
Tap.
Mana of any color.
I'm gonna draw.
That's efficient.
It is
Efficient.
efficient.
Alright, I got a thing. I'm gonna play an island. I'm gonna tap 3. And
I
I'm
can
gonna
see
play EDH All-Star, Rashad and Cutpurse.
Oh, that card's so good in
ETB,
Brago.
pay 1 or sacrifice a permanent, please.
Jim.
I'll sack land.
Okay, I will pay 1.
Okay, Jan?
Do I get rid of this holdout settlement? It's mana of any color.
Kind of.
Kind of. It's a non-mo exist creature.
Oh, no. They tap. I'll sacrifice this island.
Very good. I will pass the turn.
Okay.
Uh-oh. He's got a Mist Meadow Witch.
And a Brago coming up potentially next turn.
Draw a card. I'm going to cast Fauna Shaman,
Ooh, that's a good one.
and I'll pass the turn.
How did that card fit in that deck?
I'm gonna untap.
That's like $20.
I'm gonna draw for turn.
I'm impressed.
Well, I'm gonna go to combat. Because that's what I do, I guess. And I'm gonna attack James again, because he's a big dumb jerk.
38.
Hey, hello!
We're well past that.
Hiya!
Still 38.
Okay.
Yeah.
It matters, though. Trigger.
That one's
Swamp.
swamp.
And 2 Yuriko damage.
Swamp.
Oh!
It is a swamp. I'm gonna play it. It's not very good with all these blue cards in my hand. I'm gonna move to discard. And I'm going to discard Mission Briefing.
Can't cast that.
Can't cast that. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna untap. Draw this here card. Ooh. Could be anything. Especially
Even a boat.
It's interesting. Very interesting. I'm not playing Evolving Wilds.
Oh, that is.
It could
interesting.
be almost anything. If
Unfortunately-
anything is a basic land.
Unfortunately,
That's
you
fair.
can't fetch Conqueror's Galleon off of that, so it cannot be a boat.
Maybe you can't.
It could be an Eric Smithies. It can't be.
It can't be an
Eric
Smithies.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
Now we're just lying to the audience.
Yeah, it could be anything. I'm playing 5 colors. I could literally just be like, fetch this boat. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna play Plains, and I think I'm gonna try to do the thing. I'm gonna cast Brago King Eternal.
Yep.
I have no effects.
Counter spell.
You got it.
Wow, he got him.
You got it.
I like that.
Actual factual.
move to
counter.
combat.
Actual factual counter spell.
Attack Jan for 3.
I'll take it.
Drawing
37. I
Pass.
feel targeted.
I'm gonna untap. I'll draw a card.
He's got a Fauna Shaman online now.
Yeah, but he has no cards in his hand.
Oh, you're right.
Wild growth.
Oh, that's good.
His enchant land. Wow. Powerful.
Strip mine.
Um,
All Evolving Wilds or Swamp.
Wow.
I mean, I get to search for something.
Sacrifice
no
the
downside.
Swamp, search
No.
No, it doesn't say there.
Yep. I'm going to tap my swamp, which is going to add a black and a green, and I'm going to activate Fauna Shaman.
Black floating.
With your black or your... Okay.
I'm gonna pitch.
Bill beat me to it.
I'm gonna pitch Rotting Rats.
Unearth. That's value.
I'm gonna get a Blood Pet,
Oh man,
and
that's
with my
actually really good.
floating black mana, I will cast said Blood Pet.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Then I will sacrifice said Blood Pet for a black Trigger Marin.
Ooh, you have an experience.
I don't have an experience token here, but
Yeah.
these are not +1/+1 counters.
They're actually really hard to find. Don't add us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we think? I think I'm just gonna pass the turn.
So
Trigger Marin, target Blood Pet.
Yes, sir.
So the black mana is drained from your pool.
Right back in play.
Yeah.
That happens.
That's
yeah.
so good.
I will pass the turn.
I will untap, and I will draw for my turn. Wowee zowie. I'm gonna move to combat.
Yep.
And I'm gonna attack Jan.
Yeah, you got it.
Alrighty, go to 36. Trigger Yuriko.
Swamp.
Please. It is an Abjure,
Do we
which
take
is
one?
yeah. You each take one. So Jan to 35, Bill to 39, Jim to 37,
Yep.
and Abjure will go to my hand. Don't
At me.
pay attention to the Abjure in my
What does
hand.
Abjure do?
Nope, stop talking about it.
It's 1 blue, sacrifice a blue permanent, counter target spell.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh.
Yeah,
good.
you're,
I'm gonna pay a blue
Cast Abjure.
and cast a boy who you all know very well.
oh,
His name is Blade. Slither.
I actually went to school with a boy named Blade in
You
middle school.
would have.
He moved away to Kamloops and then made friends with a kid named Gear.
It was short for Slither McBlade.
I'm gonna move to my discard step because I have 8 cards in my hand, and I'm gonna discard this mysterious Abjure.
What does Abjure do?
Don't talk to me.
It's right here.
Pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna
won't be
crack
there,
this
actually.
Evolving Wilds.
Ah, yes.
So off this Evolving Wilds, I'm gonna get a Swamp.
Ah,
Yeah, sounds good.
Did you
I'm
get that off
jealous
the
of
top?
Elliot's Swamp.
Yeah.
So
I'll trade you for that island any day of the week.
I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna play this other island. I'm Islands Despair, Elliot. I sacrificed an island
Yeah, please.
for you.
Trade me. Want to trade swamps for islands.
Looking to buy.
WTB
So
to
I'm
SE
gonna add a
island.
green. I'm gonna play an Elvish Mystic.
yes.
Ooh, dorks.
Dorks to dorks.
I can tap this Elvish Mystic for mana. Any color.
Wow, that's actually a combo.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna pay 3. And let's cast this Eternal Scourge
Sure.
from my exile.
The meme begins.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
On 10. Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna play an island. And I'm gonna cast a Felwar Stone.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Okay, that's 4 mana. That's
Um,
okay.
Wow. If I blink this Rashad and Cut Purse, James can sacrifice the blood pet to pay for it,
Yep.
and then get an experience counter.
Yep.
Or he can just sacrifice it and still get an experience counter. Either way, I mean, he can pay for the trigger. I like
should
that.
attack Elliot.
I mean,
Shouldn't.
yeah, I should not.
Why should he not?
Because you're the most open.
What? Just because it's true doesn't mean you gotta tell him.
I'm gonna move to combat and attack Elliot for 1 in the air.
Oh my
Cloud
goodness.
Fairies.
36. I have 1 cloud fairies damage.
I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn, actually.
I'll untap.
He's gonna instant speed Mist Meadow Witch.
You don't know that. I have cards in my hand.
Yeah,
I
they're
do
not
too.
Play a
good.
swamp as my land for turn.
He has swamps too.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Well, I also love a swamp. We're swamp friends.
Shut up.
They're the
Swamp
same
pals.
They are literally the same song.
swamp buddies.
I would
Just
like
moving really
to
quickly.
tap black, black, green.
Oh, so we're dead.
I'm going to cast Fleshbag Marauder.
Oh, right. We are actually dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to enter the battlefield and trigger its own ability.
Yeah.
Okay. I will sacrifice Fleshbag Marauder if it resolves.
I think we all choose, and then they get sacrificed at the same time.
I'm going to activate Mist Meadow Witch.
In response to the ETB or the cast.
The ETB.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to blink Rashad and Cut Purse
Okay.
until end of turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Fleshbag Marauder resolves.
Yes.
Okay. Enters the battlefield. Everybody sack a creature.
I will sacrifice Slitherblade.
Yep. Trigger Marin.
Mist Meadow Witch.
Hang on, I'm gonna sacrifice. Get out of here, Elvish Mystic. I don't need you.
Marin gets an experience counter.
Yep.
I would like to sacrifice Blood Pet to add a black to my mana pool.
This is bad.
Marin gets a counter.
Yeah.
Experience counter.
Yep.
I have 1 black floating.
Yeah.
Yep. This is bad.
Yeah, pretty bad.
This is bad.
Pretty not good.
I would like to move to my. I'm going to attack.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would like to attack
So I can put this
Jan
in
for
exile
3.
zone.
Jan for 3.
That's fine.
Wow.
Go to
Jan goes
32.
And then I would like to move to my instep.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger Marin again. I'm going to target Fleshbag Marauder.
Active player, non-active player. So this comes into play first.
Yep.
Okay. So Rashad and Cut Purse trigger.
Yep. Okay, so my trigger, I am targeting Flashback Marauder because I do have to target it
Right,
when it
yep.
goes on the stack.
Yep.
I will sacrifice my swamp.
Interesting. I will pay 1. I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so Flashback Marauder enters the battlefield, triggers its own ability,
Yep. I will sacrifice your
Flashback
Eureka.
Marauder, trigger Marin,
Fairies.
counter on Marin, currently at 4.
Yes, sir.
Then I would like to pass the turn.
Yeah. I will untap in my sadness and
Pretty
draw
good.
for my turn. That one's not bad, actually. I'm gonna cast
Slitherblade.
a Triton Shore Stalker.
Ooh, you can't be blocked.
Blocked.
Slitherblade-ish. And I'm going to cast a Tormented Soul. And I will pass the turn.
I will untap. Draw this card. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna play Compulsive Research. So I'm
Sure.
gonna draw 3 cards, and then I'm gonna discard 2 cards, unless I discard an artifact. Or
A
land.
land.
Land, even better. 1, 2, 3. And then I will discard this island.
That's a land.
That's an island,
island.
specifically.
Green, and cast a Gatekeeper Vine. Creeper Vine.
Gate Creeper Vine.
Search either for a basic land or a gate. Reveal it, put it to my hand, then shuffle my library.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jen
no-
playing like
no offense.
Secret Mazes End Food Chain Tazri?
Okay, so off my great Gate Creeper Vine, I'm gonna get a mountain.
It's not just a modest
Yeah.
creeper vine.
And
It's
I'm
like
gonna play
great.
my mountain for my turn. And I have
into
assembled
your hand.
all of my. Yeah, and I can play it.
Wow.
Get out of here.
Wow.
I'm gonna pass my turn. Alright, contact.
Wow.
Don't
Okay.
Wow.
Draw a card. Huh. Okay. Okay.
Does it exile each player's library?
Not quite.
Because that'd be good.
Not right. I'm gonna pay 3. And I'm going to cast Tangle Wire.
Oh.
Tangle Wire.
Tangle Wire. And then, because it's my party, and I can scry if I want to, I'm not actually going to scry, but I am going to cast Curator's Ward, Enchanting Tangle Wire.
Gets hexproof?
It gets hexproof, and when it leaves the battlefield, if it was historic, I draw 2 cards.
Is it historic right now?
Currently, yes.
Oh.
It's not legendary.
It is an
Add
artifact.
us in the comments. It's legendary.
And I'm going to... Yeah, I'll move to combat and attack Elliot for 1. This is dying anyway. He's getting back Fleshbag Marauder.
No block.
35.
35.
And I will pass the turn.
On your end step, I'm going to activate Fauna Shaman. I'm
no.
going to pitch Liliana's Spectre.
Oh no.
Ooh.
I'm going to grab Grim Haruspex. I would like to move to my untap step.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tangle Wire trigger goes on the stack.
Upkeep.
In response to the Tangle Wire trigger, I would like to activate Fauna Shaman
Oh.
to pitch Grim Haruspex to my graveyard.
Yeah, that seems good.
I'm going to grab Minister of Pain.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Then I would like to tap my stuff to Tangle Wire and be sad.
That resolves the sadness on the stack.
Then I would like to move to my instep. Marin trigger goes on the stack. I'm going to target.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I'm going to target Flashback.
I was gonna say, if he
Yep.
doesn't get Fleshbag Marauder, that would have been the best fake out on Elliot ever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Flashbag Marauder.
sacrifice this
Flashback.
Triton
I'm
Shorestalker.
gonna
Okay.
sacrifice the Gate Creeper Vine.
And Marin triggers.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
I'm gonna untap, and then I'm going to tap 4 things
Oh no.
to the Tangle Wire.
Elliot loves his island too much. Gotta let it go, man.
I
Yeah, the
really
observer's already in
can't.
your
Yeah.
graveyard.
I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna play
Oh, jeez.
a swamp.
He
And
needs to cast another unblockable creature.
Yeah.
and I'm going to
Cast another unblockable creature.
stop talking. I'm gonna cast Unnatural Selection.
Oh.
I was like,
Oh, that's pretty good.
yeah.
I like it. That's clever, Elliot.
Choose a creature
Thanks.
type. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
I like other than Wall, because Wall used to have Defender built into it.
Yeah.
And just Walls can't attack.
I'm gonna untap and then just tap 4.
This pleases the wire.
Draw a card.
Like the show?
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, we're just gonna get Fleshbag Maraudered again.
Mm-hmm.
Over and over. Unless you can get rid of the Marin. I currently cannot.
I also cannot.
I also cannot.
Shut up.
Well, I mean, I can. I
I
could bring the
also-
Flashback Marauder back in and then sacrifice Marin to the trigger.
I think you should do that.
That's a big brain play.
I guess I'm gonna add a
Blaze.
green and cast a Den Protector.
Yep.
Sacrifices for the Fleshbag Marauder. I guess. Go ahead.
Den for the den. god.
Untap. I'm gonna tick this down and then tap 3 things, because that's how...
That's
What do you specifically have to tap?
It is
Artifacts.
artifacts, creatures, or lands.
Lands.
Yeah, cannot tap
Does this count as 2?
Not enchantments, though.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
in.
I was gonna say.
So this is not tapped.
Ah, yes. So,
Draw a card.
very important.
I'm gonna play an island, and I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Tangle Wire trigger on the stack. I would like to activate Fauna Shaman with the Tangle Wire trigger on the stack. I guess I'm gonna pitch,
Yeah. Wow.
Please,
I'm gonna
sir.
pitch Minister of Pain.
Wow.
I'm gonna get Protean Hulk.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And
Accept.
then the Tangle Wire trigger will resolve.
Yes.
Yep.
On my end step, I would like to...
You didn't draw a card for your turn.
yeah, wow.
I guess I
Yeah.
should draw a card.
Okay, draw a card.
Could be a land.
I guess
Could
I
be
should
anything.
draw a card.
Even a
Could be
boat.
even a land. I would like to move to my end step.
Minister
Trigger
of Pain?
Marin.
I think they're functionally equivalent.
They are.
They are.
Uh,
Blood Pet.
Oh, blood pet.
Well, they're not. Minister of Pain definitely gets rid of Den Protector,
100% and that thing.
whereas with Flushbag he has the option.
Right,
I
but
feel like
he's
he would-
gonna
Spoiler
sack-
alert! I'm gonna get rid of this Den Protector.
So right now they are similar.
Yeah.
It is literally.
I'm gonna
the
grab
same.
Flashbag.
Okay.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Grab the Flashbag.
He's
Bye,
he's like a
Den Protector.
meatball.
Take up Marin.
Yeah.
To 6 experience counters, and that's it for my turn.
Actually, you have the experience counter, not me.
Shut up. I'm gonna tap. I'm
So
gonna
1 for 3.
swamp. Swamp. I'm gonna draw for my turn.
Island. It's an island. There you
Yay!
go.
It was
I just
an
had to-
island.
I just had to say it out loud.
Sources.
Now we're dead.
I have 2 whole blue sources, my men. What do I do with all this blue?
I
Pass
don't know,
the turn.
stop the Protean Hulk.
Nope. I'm gonna pay a blue
Oh.
and exile these 6 cards from my graveyard and pay 1 more to cast Treasure Cruise.
Can
Whoa.
you delve out of Jim's graveyard?
Nice.
I cannot delve
That
out
would
of
be
Jim's graveyard.
so
unfortunately.
good.
Delve would be insane.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
got
draw
it.
3 cards.
Yeah, you got it.
You do it.
You got it. Was it 3 swamps?
3 islands.
Be careful what you wish for. This is a Goosebumps novel.
It is. The
Um,
old monkey's paw Yuriko deck.
yeah, I'm gonna be sad and pass the turn.
Alright, sweet. Untap. Alright.
3.
I'm aware. Let's go with these 3. And draw this card.
Got him on the ropes now, boys.
Hey, he drew that card.
I drew that card. It could be anything, even this card.
It could be Food Chain, and Food Chain does it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
How's that cover?
Yeah,
If it-
Aloha
if
Mirror
it was-
is,
Surprisingly good in this case.
Yeah.
If it was Food Chain, I'd have played it already, and I wouldn't be looking at the rest of the cards in my hand. But it's not.
Everybody
so-
write that down.
Not Food
Not food chain.
Alright, let's play a Noble Benefactor.
Oh.
Does that gain control of stuff?
No, it's if it's put in any graveyard from play, each player may search his or her library for any 1 card, put the card in their hand.
Whoa.
Then shuffle your library.
That is awfully noble of you.
any player.
Each player.
Each player.
Each player, any card.
Any card.
That's what I meant to be excited
Take
about.
it into
It's-
your hand.
I'm gonna pass
When
that.
it dies, each player demonic tutors.
Pretty much,
That's-
yeah. We're gonna try to end this game in this next turn cycle.
I'm gonna tick down Tangle Wire and tap 2 permanents and then drop. That's not very good. I'm gonna play Azorius Locket,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay. I would like to untap. With the Tangle Wire trigger on the stack,
For 2.
I would like to activate Fauna Shaman, discarding Protean Hulk.
Yep.
Yeah, seems good.
I'm going to get Carrion Feeder.
No.
Then the Tangle Wire trigger is going to resolve, and I'm going to tap down,
Haha.
draw a card for my turn. I'm going to play a Forest.
That's funny.
That's really
Hey,
Couldn't have been a swamp.
Yeah.
eh?
I know how it feels, my man.
Couldn't have been a swamp.
Search for the sack outlet. Draw the wrong land.
Draw the wrong land and be sad. Okay. Well, I guess we just go to end step.
Yeah.
And then we get a Fleshbag Marauder. I mean, if
Yeah.
you insist.
I feel like that's not a good idea.
You know what? It doesn't have to be Fleshback Marauder.
No.
It can be Minister of Pain. It's going to exploit itself, and then it doesn't kill the Noble Benefactor.
Oh, and you still get the plus.
That's
oh
true,
my
yeah.
god.
That's what I'm going to do.
It could just be Protean Hulk, couldn't it?
Nope.
7.
6.
Oh,
Ah.
7!
Yep.
Oh.
So I'm going to get Minister of Pain.
Yep.
It's going to trigger exploit itself. And then I'm going to get another experience counter.
And all of our creatures get -1/-1.
Yep. And
Got
I would like to pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, Marin will become an ooze.
You got it.
Jerk. No.
Ooze.
Marin of Clan Nell Ooze.
I'm gonna draw for my turn.
Marin of Clan News.
I'm gonna play an
like-
island
Appropriate.
for my
Yeah.
turn. It's a couple decades late.
You got another island.
I did get another.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shut up. I'm gonna play a Siren Storm Tamer
It's
and
just gonna die to the
hope
Minister of
that
Pain.
it does. No, it's not. He's gonna Hulk this
Yeah,
turn.
he's gonna
Gonna hold.
We're already dead, Jan.
he's gonna Hulk out.
Pass the turn.
Alright, well, I'm gonna untap. And I guess I'll tap these two. Draw this card.
Oh yeah, I cheated.
Oh,
Whoa.
massive cheatsies.
Whoa.
Yeah, I have to tap those two.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay, we're good.
None of these do any of the things I need them to do. I'm gonna pass turn.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna untap. Tangle Wire takes down. Tap 1 permanent. It's gonna be the Tangle Wire. Oh yeah.
Just as he predicted.
Big.
Okay.
Did you draw a Bajuka Bug?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna crack this Azorius Locket and draw 2 cards.
Yeah, Bajuka Bug.
He's white blue.
I'm gonna play Plains.
Bajuka Bug.
Stop saying Budget Commander. Yeah, I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
Okay. I believe in us, team.
I'm gonna
I
untap.
don't.
Tangle Wire trigger on the stack.
Tap 1 thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap Marin. And I'll draw a card.
He's not upkeep shenaniganing us.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
We're gonna get copyright strike. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Copyright struck?
Struck.
Thunderstruck?
You've been copyright struck.
Now we're actually gonna get copyright striked. That's great.
Okay. I would like to cast Malira Silvok Outcast into Elliot's 2 blue mana.
I also have 2 blue mana.
Wow, you cast your counter
So does
spell already,
Bill.
though.
Yeah,
I
I,
have-
did cast
I
my
have-
counter spell.
4 blue mana.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
cryptic command.
Come on, mana drain.
Is that a spell or ability that targets me or a creature I control?
Maybe?
I mean,
Can we look that up?
Judge?
Yes. He has 2 mana.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no effects.
okay.
Hang on.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get food chain.
Cast spell snake?
Oh!
Unless
Okay.
I pay 2.
No, it's counter
No,
targets.
counter
targets.
Converted
Yeah.
mana cost 2.
Converted mana
you
cost
got it.
Slowed him down a turn.
Okay, okay.
Remember me as the hero I was.
And not the hero I wasn't.
Not the hero I wasn't.
I would like to tap this for a black and a green and cast Carrion Feeder.
You have a green floating.
I do have a green floating.
You do.
Does Carrion Feeder resolve?
It
It does.
I would like to activate Fauna Shaman. I'm going to pitch Body Snatcher. I'm going to get Apprentice Necromancer.
Okay. I like that card. That's like.
Then, I think I'm just going to move to end step.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems good.
The Marin trigger is going to go on the stack, and I'm going to target Protean Hulk.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
No responses.
Okay, it's going to come into play.
There's a Protean Hulk in play.
And that's it. I will proceed to pass my turn.
There's a snake in my boot.
I think that's suspicious, but I also have no idea.
I don't know what.
Whose boots it were.
Yeah.
We're gonna draw.
Bill's not even wearing boots. They're the ones he has at home.
You don't know that.
I'm gonna play this swamp.
We've never
you
seen
have
it.
to tap a. Whoa, whoa,
Oh yeah,
whoa,
I'm cheating
whoa.
again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm cheating again.
There you
Oh
go.
no.
Jeez.
I'm not paying attention. I was talking about my boots.
Yeah. They're made for walking and snake holding.
Snake.
I prefer to call them snake holsters.
Snake holsters?
I'm gonna move to combat.
You got it.
I'm gonna attack James
What?
with this flyer.
Wait, can I block that?
You could try.
With Carrion Feeder?
I'm going to ninjutsu Yuriko.
Go to 36 and 3 Yuriko damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What land are you gonna reveal this time, Elliot?
Yeah, trigger Yuriko.
Swamp.
Reveal. Ooh, Night Veil Sprite. Everybody take 2.
2. I will go to 30.
Bill goes to 37. James goes to 34.
Yes.
Yep.
I will put that card into my hand.
It's been forever since we had a life total change.
It has. I'm going to pay 1, 2, and I'm going to cast Night Veil Sprite.
You got it.
It doesn't do anything when it enters the battlefield. It's when it attacks. And I'm going to replay Mr. Siren Storm Tamer. and pass the turn.
All right.
Siren of Insanity.
Well, I'm gonna untap, and I'm gonna tap
Well.
this one right there. I remember. I'll draw a card. Mm-hmm. And these are the cards I want them to be.
Didn't you say that last turn?
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
That's sad.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna cast. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna cast Read the Bones.
Oh.
Yeah, man, read them bones.
Do it.
Read them bones. I'm gonna scry 2, then draw 2, then lose 2 life. I need to keep that one.
That's food chain.
Scry 1, I'll draw 2,
And go to 28.
go to 28. And then I'm gonna play a Survivor's Encampment. It is like a holdout settlement, but a desert.
But they are survivors.
But they are survivors.
They're not just
holders.
holders.
They're not holders, they're survivors. Well,
Uh-huh.
that's unfortunate. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pass the turn.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm going to untap, and because of the way that fading works, I don't sacrifice this until my next turn. So I'm going to tap 0 permanents and draw a card.
Ouch.
Yep. Well, I mean, I don't really have a way of interacting with James right now, so I guess we just go for the gusto and recast Brago.
I thought he was gonna be like, and now I just win the game.
Cast Upheaval.
First of all.
Let's cast Time Twister. What?
Pass the turn.
Okay, I would like to untap.
This is sad.
Trigger Tangle
Yeah,
Wire.
Trigger
trigger-
Tangle
trigger
Wire,
Tangle.
I would like to tap 0 permanents of any kinds.
Sounds good.
Very good.
I would like to draw a card. Okay. So, let's sacrifice Protean Hulk to Carrion Feeder.
You got it.
Okay.
Put a counter on Carrion Feeder.
Trigger
and
Protean.
Trigger Protean Hulk.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the Protean Hulk trigger, I guess sacrificing it does tick up Marin to 8. I
Wow.
did miss that earlier.
Wow, big new power.
I am going to get, off of the Protean Hulk trigger, Wing Rattle Scarecrow. That's a good one. Disciple of the Vault, and Phyrexian Revoker. Phyrexian Revoker enters the battlefield, and I am going to name Fujin,
Just in case.
Just in case.
just in case. The
So,
insurance policy.
For people who don't know, Wing Rattle Scarecrow, you don't control a blue creature, so it does not have flying.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
good.
it does, however, rattle. It doesn't wing, but it does rattle.
It's Wing and or Rattle Scarecrow. Choose to rattle to rock
And or roll.
Okay, so then I would like to move to my end step. Oh, hang on.
Do you want to hang on? I don't know. Does he?
Do I want to hang on?
Does he? Does he? Do you
Does
want to
anybody-
hold out or do you want to survive?
Yeah. Are you
That's
a
a
holdout or a
good
survivor?
question.
You want to settle or encamp?
I think I'm going to tap black and a green. And I'm also going to cast Apprentice Necromancer.
Oh.
Oh.
Hedging. That's.
Hedging. Every
Is he
single
ever?
bet.
Why not, right?
Yeah, true.
Then I would like to tap 2 green and cast Secure Tribelder.
Whoa.
I don't know what bet that's hedging, but I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Now he can go get a basic land if he wants.
Yeah. 1 more counter on Marin because I didn't have enough.
Yeah, true.
I would like to move to my end step.
Yep.
Trigger Marin.
Trigger Marin. I'm going to target Malira, Silbok Outcast.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
No
No
effects.
effects.
I would like to put that into play. On
Yeah.
top of Wing Rattle Scarecrow.
That seems incorrect.
That seems
Now, in my end step,
Still.
before we move to Elliot's turn, I would like to propose a loop.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to sacrifice Wing Rattle Scarecrow to Carrion Feeder. That is going to trigger Persist because it has no +1/+1 counters on it.
Minus
It's
one.
also going to
Or
trigger.
-1/-1 counters. That is also going to trigger Disciple of the Vault because an artifact, Wing Rattle Scarecrow, is put into play, or into graveyard from play. I can have target opponent lose 1 life. I'm going to target Elliot.
I almost could have countered it the first time.
Then Persist resolves. Wing Rattle Scarecrow comes back into play, but it does not come into play with a -1/-1 counter due to Malira's ability. And I would like to repeat that loop, triggering Disciple of the Vault,
Killing
targeting
Elliot.
until he's dead, then Jan till he's dead, then Bill till he's dead.
I'm
So-
last. I'm second.
We're gonna be here for 50-ish years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah,
does it.
that-
You have a very large carrion feeder.
Yes, it's very, very large.
I'll block.
We'll just do one of these. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
that
sweet.
did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wing Rattle Scarecrow.
Yep.
So it's kind of funny. We were talking about it for the people that are watching
That
at
weren't in the
home
room.
and not in the room. We were talking it through while he was searching his Hulk pieces there, and Lesser Masticore was not out
Yes.
When these decks
the
were
contest
submitted.
was
Yep.
held, but it actually, I guess, strictly just replaces
Oh, yeah, it has to.
Yeah.
Wing Rattle Scarecrow
Yeah.
in this green-black only Hulk loop, which
Yep.
is really sweet.
Yep.
Just more sick tech that Wizards prints for us.
It costs one less so that you don't have to worry about Phyrexian Delver or Body Snatcher.
Yeah.
So that's
So you don't have to do
amazing.
multi-Hulk lines?
Yep.
And if I had that in this list, I probably would have been able to go off a turn earlier, potentially.
How long did you have the Malira in your
It was in my
hand?
opening hand.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
It
that's
was
awkward.
really rough.
Yeah, and then you didn't really have an option to cast it really.
Yeah,
because the
I could have
Tangle
like
Wire came
pitched it
down right away.
earlier, but I, wouldn't have made a difference because I wouldn't have not flush bagged you guys on earlier turns, right? So like, why put it in my graveyard and
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I play like counter spells and stuff, right? So if you'd left my board to do things, maybe I'd draw something to stop you or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I was really hoping at some point after casting the Tangle Wire that I would draw something other than mana sources, and I did not. So
yeah,
yeah, I was hoping to be able to deal with really anything that was going on, but I just kind of had to sit and have it tick down.
I had a 5-mana tutor in my hand for the whole turns that the Tangle Wire was out.
Oh, yeah,
so
can't-
it was
can't
just
cast
like,
that.
yeah, trying
can't
to
cast
draw
5 mana cards with Tangle Wire in play.
So
Yeah,
I just
but
kept drawing creatures to throw in front of. To keep my hand
yeah,
alive.
I mean that's not even that bad, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Because it kept your mana available.
Yeah,
Like you still
if I
had
had
it
drawn the angry whatever the dude was, the 2/2 wizard guy.
Oh, the
Noble Benefactor.
Yeah, the noble benefactor. If I drawn him instead of like the den protector, I think
Yeah.
it would have been a.
Oh, yeah,
Holy,
that
am I
spot.
glad that I didn't flush bag on that turn. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was thinking about it, and you guys were all talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, I guess I just got to flush bag and hope that nobody draws action.
we almost got him.
drawn the best
Almost
action.
looped him.
It's like how I almost got Elliot to block with his 1/1.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah,
I should have just
no.
let it happen.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think these decks are sweet,
They're pretty
as
cool,
always.
I'm-
The budget
yeah.
decks that we get submitted are all so sweet, and we wish we could play them all.
No doubt.
Every
But-
day,
absolutely.
all day.
So
Yeah, and real talk, like even though this is Summer Magic and it's not a regular season game, we are going to be doing a budget contest.
Yeah.
It's going to be same $75 budget rules. Although we're going to have a little bit of a twist. I'm not announcing it right now, but if you want to start building, then great. Just keep in mind that the prices might go up and you might have to tweak your list.
Yeah.
But it'll be same $75 budget, so go nuts. Do whatever you want with $75. But for judging this time, rather than having the community vote, we're going to send it to a panel of judges to hopefully maintain impartiality
Yes.
on the part of the contest and just make sure that we're picking the absolute best decks that were submitted. So get brewing. Long story short, get brewing.
Yeah.
And with that, we will see you guys in another couple weeks, sometime in August, I guess. First week of August, probably.
Yes.
I think so. We'll probably
Hashtag
do that.
Summer Magic.
Yeah, sometimes. 2 weeks from today. Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. If you like this content and you want to see more, make sure you click subscribe. If you love this content, click on the link to our Patreon. Every dollar helps us create more videos like this.